This is Heredity and Punnett squares. One way to find heredity is through a monohybrid cross, which shows a cross of one trait. In this example, we have green scales and blue scales, and we'll be comparing the cross of a blue and green scaled fish. To clarify, gametes are the sex cells of an organism and contain the traits shown in this cross. Alleles are different versions of the same trait, such as the big and small f. The phenotype of an organism is its outward appearance. For example, this set of traits can make a fish with green or blue scales. The genotype, or the letters that show a trait, is the genetic makeup of an organism. Some examples that relate to this cross are capital FF and lowercase ff. In any genetic cross, there are dominant and recessive traits. The dominant traits can override a recessive trait if the two are combined. Furthermore, dominant traits are represented by a capital letter, while recessive traits are shown as a lowercase letter. In this cross, uppercase F, or green scales, is dominant. The lowercase f, or blue scales, is recessive. If an organism is homozygous, then the organism will either have two dominant or two recessive traits. If an organism is heterozygous, then it will have both the dominant and recessive trait. If these two fish were to mate, they would likely have a heterozygous baby. Let's say we take our new heterozygous fish and mate it with a homozygous recessive fish. If we were to do another monohybrid cross, we would end up with two homozygous recessive fish and two heterozygous fish. Notice how one fish's traits is at the top and one is to the side. These are again the gametes and alleles. Two ways you can display your results are through a genotypic and phenotypic ratio. The genotypic ratio is sorted by the letter, while the phenotypic ratio is sorted by the trait's outward appearance. Remember that a monohybrid cross only deals with one trait. Next, we're going to be doing a dihybrid cross. This cross deals with two alleles from each parent. In this problem, we'll be crossing two heterozygous turtles. The specific traits we'll be dealing with are a dominant green shell, a recessive orange shell, a dominant big size, and a recessive small size. The possible gametes are shown to the left. Notice how both traits are combined in each genotype. Let's say these turtles have a homozygous, big, recessive orange-shelled baby, and it mates with a homozygous recessive turtle. If we were to cross these two, they would only be able to produce a big, orange-shelled turtle. Remember that a dihybrid cross deals with two traits. The crosses we have been doing were all Mendelian. We will now be doing a non-Mendelian cross. Notice that there are now X's and Y's. These are not traits. X-linked traits are passed down through the X chromosome. Rather, they tell you who is who. X and Y is a male, while X and X is a female. In this problem, we have a male with a recessive trait for a purple color, while a female is a carrier of a recessive purple color, or in other words, is blue. Should these two mate, they could have a male and female purple baby, a blue male baby, or a blue female carrier baby. Thank you for watching this tutorial on heredity and Punnett squares.